It's for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good. Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Hello and welcome back to our continued coverage of tonight's doubleheader between the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds and the Climax Fisher Knights. We are just moments away from the start of tip-off here. Our pregame show is brought to you by Hoban's Plumbing and Heating. Looking at tonight as both teams come in for tonight's matchup, the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds boys team coming off of a big win last night and a strong performance against Red Lake County Central, which saw their offense have an explosion, putting up 93 winning 93-49. And the boys are looking to keep the boy Thunderbirds looking to keep their momentum going tonight against Climax Fisher, who's definitely going to want to bounce back after their game against Winnimac last night. The Mahomen Waubun boys team comes in at 14-3 overall and 6-2 in section play. The Climax Fisher boys, though, coming in tonight at 2-15 overall, 1-11 in section. And they had a tough game last night as they would drop to Winnimac 85-46. They've been trying to piece things together all season, find a groove, and they will just look to do that here tonight and one of the toughest matchups of the season that they will have against Mahomen Waubun. And it's gonna take a lot for them to come away victorious over the Thunderbirds. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we will take a look at some keys for tonight's matchup here for both teams. Here on yourliveevent.com, we are here at game number 2 for tonight's doubleheader between the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds and the Climax Fisher Knights.
The White Earth Tribal and Community College is open and can help you take the next step with your education. They offer on-campus classes. Online class options are available for students as well. They're local with small class sizes and they have affordable tuition. Apply in person or online at www.wetcc.edu. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. The White Earth Tribal and Community College, open and ready to help you take the next step in your education.
Winter storms can create broken tree limbs and power outages. They can also create a dangerous landscape. Ice-coated power lines can continue to carry electricity whether they're sagging or on the ground. If you see low-hanging or down power lines, assume they are energized and deadly. Stay far away from them, keep others away from them, and report the location. This message from Wild Rice Electric Cooperative. We care about you and your safety.
Back here at Climax Shelley High School in their gymnasium. We are just minutes away from the opening tip-off between the Climax Fisher Knights and the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds. Looking at some keys for both teams tonight. Keys to the game brought to you by Foston Chiropractic. The Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds, that offense needs to get going early and often. They need to have that same explosion that they had last night against Red Lake County Central, and defense just needs to play up to the level that they've been playing at all season. If you're the Climax Fisher Knights, you looking for things to get pieced together finally. You want to get some offense going early on. Find a way to get into a groove and try to slow down Mahomen Waubun's explosive offense that we have seen torch teams all season, and is not something you want to happen to you tonight. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineups brought to you by Norman County Implements here on yourliveevent.com.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
back here at Climax Shelley High School as we are getting ready for the announcements of tonight's starting lineups for both teams. We will go ahead and go to the starting lineups for Mahomen Waubun, as lineups are brought to you by Norman County Implement. Number 1, Loden Clark for the Thunderbirds, the senior, getting the start. Number 11, Dennis Ashley, this junior, getting the nod. Number 20, Tyson MacArthur, the junior, gets the start. Number 21, Tanner Pasternak, the senior, getting the start. And to round things out, Rolando Ellis, the senior, will get the start for the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds. They are coached by head coach John Clark, assistant coaches Jason Clark and Hunter Clark. The Climax Fisher Knights, their starting 5 will consist of number 21, the senior Carter Helgeson, getting the start. Number 22, Aiden Rogness, the senior, getting the start. Number 23, Ryan Morris, the sophomore, getting the start. Number 24, Paul Demas, the senior, getting the start. And Ethan Evans will get the start, the sophomore, getting the start. Oh, excuse me. Dylan Carinta, the senior, will get the nod for the Climax Fisher Knights. Head coach Brenda Slay is the leader, or the head coach of the Climax Fisher Knights. Dylan Carinta, as mentioned, the last one to get the start will round things out for the Climax Fisher Knights. Meeting at half court is Rolando Ellis, along with, excuse me, can't see the number here. That was Paul Demas, and the Thunderbirds will win tip-off. Dennis Ashley gets this, and he'll look quickly up to Tanner Pasternak. Hands that one off to Dennis Ashley yet again. Finds Loden Clark. Going inside to Tyson MacArthur, and MacArthur will get things going for the Thunderbirds with a quick mid-range jumper. Ryan Morris now in transition for the Knights. Ethan Evans looking out to Aiden Rogness. And Rogness going up to the lane, gets called for a travel. So he will not be able to capitalize on that one here in the first half. Slowly moving it across, Tanner Pasternak looks down to Ellis. Will pass back off to Pasternak. Now looking inside for Rolando Ellis. Ellis can't get that one to fall. Now Ryan Morris off of the rebound. He'll cross half court. And a 3 by Ethan Evans. And the Knights will take the lead here. Ethan Evans with a beautiful shot there for the Climax Fisher Knights. Got a hand on it, and it'll stay in favor of the Thunderbirds as that one goes out of bounds. Ellis looking inside, gets that one to MacArthur, and MacArthur yet again will score, giving the Thunderbirds back the lead. Ryan Morris handing this one off to Ethan Evans. We'll look back down to Morris. Charging inside, pulls up for a long 2, and he'll drain it. So two quick lead changes in succession as Dennis Ashley pulls up. That one takes a couple bounces off the rim, but it will finally fall, and the Thunderbirds take the lead back yet again. 16-24. Ryan Morris losing the ball for a second there as it bounced off his leg. Aiden Rogness trying to pass that one away, stolen away by Tanner Pasternak. Now inside is Loden Clark. And Clark can't get that one to go as Morris is there on the rebound. And the Knights will step out of bounds. So Tyson MacArthur to Pasternak. Looking back out to MacArthur. Long pass up to Dennis Ashley. Now looking inside to Ellis, who keeps this one alive by going to Clark. The Thunderbirds, just some errant passes, almost losing it. Now inside to MacArthur. They'll wave it off, and MacArthur gets called for the travel. And so the Knights get this one back. Ethan Evans now going inside to Paul Demas. Evans gets the pick from Demas, hands this one off to Carinta. Now Rognes, excuse me. To Morris for 3, and Morris nails that one. Pasnernick now makes Morris jump, but passes that one to MacArthur, who will find Ashley for 3. Can't get that one to fall. Now Pasnernick goes up for a layup, and he can't get that one to fall either. And now Ellis for 3, and he will score. 1 point lead yet again as the Thunderbirds take the lead back. 9-8 here on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Both teams trading points. Offensively, both teams having a good time as Rognes pulls up for 2, and he will score. So another lead change as the Knights now up 10-9 on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Quick pass out to Ashley, who drains that 3-pointer. And now we have a 2-point lead for the Thunderbirds. Evitz gets this one, pulls up for a 3 of his own, goes off the rim. And Rognes trying to keep that one alive, but it'll just fall or go out of bounds. So Thunderbirds get this one back. 14-12 remaining. Here as Pasdernick crossing half court, looks to his left to Clark. Back down to Pasdernick, who pulls up for a 3, no good. And it'll go off of Ryan Morris's hands as the ball will stay in favor of the Thunderbirds. And we will now see Casey LaPlante along with Carter Helgeson check into the game. Clark with the pass down to Ashley. Now looking up was Ellis, and Ellis will score. Morris with a lot of pressure on him, has to do something. Trying to get this one down to Helgeson. We'll get our first foul of the game. Call that one on Rolando Ellis. Aiden Rognes with it. Quick inbound pass to Ryan Morris as Morris moving up to the far side, now back towards half court. Gets the pick from Demas. Now back out to Rognes, who loses it for a second, catches back up with it. And we'll get another push here by the Thunderbirds, so it stays in favor of the Knights yet again. Call that one on Dennis Ashley. Have a couple subs come in. We'll see Will Starkey check into the game for the Thunderbirds. Morris, quick pass out to Evans, and that's poked away by Loden Clark. Evans finds Morris on the inbound pass. Almost got the pick from Demas, and Demas now in the lane. Ball poked away by Clark, and Demas can't get that one to go. And ball will finally squirt out of the pile there, and last touch by the Knights. So Will Starkey with the inbound pass gets this one down to Pasnernick. Looking inside to Ellis, trying to find Starkey, but stolen away by the Knights. So Ethan Evitz with it now. Pass down to Helgeson, going inside, going to Demas. Now Helgeson for 3, off of the rim, no good. 12:40 remaining here in the first half. Pass out to Clark, who will find Ashley on the far side for 3. off of the rim, no good. Ryan Morris there on the rebound. Morris slows things down, hands off to Helgeson, looking out to Demas. And we'll call that charge. Call a charge on the Knights. Get that one on Helgeson. And now you'll see Justin Littlewolf check into the game for the Thunderbirds. Pazdernick now with it. Goes out to Clark for three, and Clark drains it. 7-point lead now for the Thunderbirds. 12:08 left to go here on the Community Co-op scoreboard in the first half. Ryan Morris looks to Aiden Rogness, finds Carter Helgeson. Ethan Evitz now with it. And they'll call Justin Littlewolf on the push, so his first personal. So now we will see Dylan Carenta check back into the game. He checks in for Casey LaPlante. Quick pass out to Carenta. We'll find Helgeson. Evitz for a long three, no good. So now crossing half court, Evitz gets a hand on it as Rolando Ellis goes up and he can't get that one to go. Ryan Morris off of the rebound, now crosses half court. Dumps this down to Evitz, goes inside the lane. Trying to pass that off to Carenta while in the air. Carenta wasn't ready for it, goes out of bounds. Turnover by the Knights. We'll see Carter Clark check back into the game, or check into the game for the Thunderbirds. Clark with it now. Cutting to his right, dumps back down to Littlewolf. Now going inside to Starkey. And Starkey draws a lot of contact here off of, I believe they'll get that one. They will get that one on Aiden Rogness. That's his second person, or his first personal of the game, excuse me. Second team foul for the Knights. Will Starkey now at the free throw line. First time either team has gone to the free throw line tonight. And Starkey will make the first free throw attempt. Free throws brought to you by the team at Agramax. Give them a call to see how they can help you reach peak profitability by calling 218-891-2211. And Starkey will make his second free throw. 9-point lead here with 11:19 to go in the first half. Evitz dumps this down to Morris, who pulls up for three. Off of the rim, no good. And a little bit of confusion between Rolando Ellis and Justin Littlewolf as who was going for that board. And I'll go out of bounds. Ethan Evitz with it. Trying to find somebody for the inbound pass. Gets this one off to Dylan Carenta. Aiden Rogness trying to find Evitz, but stolen away by Rolando Ellis. And Ellis will float this one in for two. And then we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout here as well. Here on the Community Co-op scoreboard, the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds lead the Climax Fisher Knights 21-10.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
Back here, coming out of the timeout by head coach Brenda Slight for the Climax Fisher Knights. Ryan Morris takes this and crosses half court. The offense for the Knights has gone cold since the start of this game. Dylan Carenta hands this one off to Carter Helgeson, who hands it off to Ethan Evitz. Now pass out to Aiden Rogness. Dylan Carenta gets the rebound and draws a lot of contact there. And so Dylan Carinta will go to the free throw line, call that on Justin Littlewolf, his second of the game. As Dylan Carinta can't make his first. And he won't be able to make the second. Aiden Rognus there on the rebound though. And double dribble. So Loden Clark with it now for the Thunderbirds as he crosses half court. Quick pass out to Will Starkey. Ethan Evans got a hand on it. Starkey gets this one right back. Pass up to Loden Clark for three, and he nails that one. So 14-point lead here for the Thunderbirds. Ethan Evans going inside. Passes back out to Rognus for three, and he'll make one himself. Or actually, that's Carter Helgeson for three. Pardon me. So ends the drought there for the Knights. Justin Littlewolf with the long pass to him. It's a tall boy there as he just works his way in for an easy layup. Ryan Morris now dumps this one out to Helgeson. Helgeson goes out to Dylan Carinta, who'll find Evans for a long three. Off of the rim, no good. Now Loden Clark cuts to his right. Trying to get that one down. Finds Tyson MacArthur, and MacArthur using the backboard. He will score. 9:16 left to go here in the first half on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Ryan Morris passes out to Dylan Carinta. We'll find Carter Helgeson, Aiden Rognus. Morris now with it, going back up to Evans. As Morris moving up to the far side, cuts to his left, trying to use his lane, and he will roll that one in for two. 8:47 remaining, 13-point lead for the Mahomen Thunderbirds. Quick pass up to Tyson MacArthur, and MacArthur makes that look easy as he rolls that one in. Ethan Evans now going back out to Helgeson. Now looking inside to Dylan Carinta. Helgeson pulls up for three, in and out of the net, no good. So rebounded by Justin Littlewolf, and points put up by MacArthur yet again. He is currently on a roll at the moment. Ryan Morris, pass off to Aiden Rognus. Helgeson finds Dylan Carinta with it, going now down to Ethan Evans. Ryan Morris will pull up for a three, just off of the back part of the rim. Call that one on Aiden Rognus. That's his second personal of the game. And we will see Houston Short check into the game along with Tanner Pasternak and Dennis Ashley. As Pasternak checks in, and we will also see Jason Beiswinger check into the game for the Knights. And that three by Houston Short is no good. Rebounded by the Knights, heading the other direction. Ryan Morris with it now will send Evans in motion as he cuts to the right. Passes back down to Jason Beiswinger. We also see Luis Gonzalez in on the game for the Knights. Morris, long pass down to Beiswinger, who will find Evans. Ball poked away by Tyson MacArthur with the steal. Having a lane, and Ethan Evans puts too much contact there, so Evans will get the foul. And Tyson MacArthur with the steal. So he goes to the free throw line. He'll shoot two. Actually, he will make that one, excuse me. So this is a three-point play, and he will make it. So 20-point lead here with 7:04 left to go in the first half. Ryan Morris with the ball now. Quick dump out to Jason Beiswinger. Morris now going inside, pass out to Evitz. Evitz for two, just off of the backboard, no good. As Morris now looks to Paul Demas, and Demas will go for two himself, in and out of the rim yet again. Some of these shots, the Knights have had some good looks, but they just can't get them to fall. And they'll call that one on Jason Beiswinger for his first of the game. Pasdernick now dumps off to Short. Now looking inside, trying to pass that one out was Carter Clark. And the shot by Dennis Ashley, no good. Rebounded by Ryan Morris now in transition. Morris pulls up for two, and he'll get that one to go. 6:05 left to go in the first half. Long pass up to Dennis Ashley, excuse me. Now going to Clark, and Clark will get this one to fall. So the Thunderbirds maintaining that 20-point lead here against the Knights on the Community Co-op scoreboard. The pass out to Gonzalez almost goes over his head, but Gonzalez can't get that shot to fall. Now Ashley in transition. Pass off to Clark, or to Houston Short, excuse me, and Short can't get that one to fall from beyond the arc. Ryan Morris with it for the Knights, gets the pick from Demas. Evitz will have the pick from Morris. That will be a foul on Tanner Pasdernick. That's his first personal. Both teams with 5 team fouls so far. We will also see Carter Helgeson check back into the game for the Knights. He subs in for Jason Beiswinger. Paul Demas almost loses that one, but he keeps it alive, and Ryan Morris will shoot a 3. Can't get that one to fall. And Loden Clark in transition will score. Beautiful pass to him. Helgeson now with the ball, hands this off to Morris. We'll get the pick from Evitz. Evitz gets this one right back. And I think he was going to try and pass this one out to Gonzalez, but he'll lose control of it. It'll go out of bounds, and turnover for the Thunderbirds. 39-17. 4:48 remaining here in this game, or in this first half, excuse me. Loden Clark with it. Quick dump off to Dennis Ashley for 3. No good off the rim. Can't get that one, but with the quick putback was Will Starkey, and Starkey will score. Ryan Morris with it now. Met with pressure from Pasdernick. Now with his Aiden Rogness. Ball will make its way back to Morris as he pulls up for mid-range 2. Gets that one to fall. 41-19 with 4:04 left to go in this first half. Pasdernick passes off to Rolando Ellis. Ellis now will find Ashley, and Ashley will score. 3:50 remaining. As Ryan Morris with it now passes down to Carter Helgeson. Morris. Well, actually, we'll get a timeout here from head coach Brenda Slight. We'll take a timeout as well. With 3:37 remaining here in the first half, the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds lead 43-19.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Back here at Climax Shelley High School, coming out of the timeout. Excuse me. The Thunderbirds leading the Knights 43-19. And what was looking like it was going to be a very close game has just quickly turned lopsided here as the Knights offense has hit a couple droughts here. They haven't been able to go on long runs of scoring. Quick pass inside, trying to get that one to Dylan Carinta. And Justin Littlewolf will force the jump ball. And I think both teams thought it was going to go in favor of the Thunderbirds, but the jump ball keeps the possession in favor of the Knights. So Ryan Morris now will do the honors. Inbounds this to, or almost inbounds it to Carter Helgeson, but Tanner Pazdernick with it kept it alive and just flew it behind him as it'll roll out of bounds. So now the Knights are further back in their own territory and have to cross half court yet again. So this allows the Thunderbirds to reset with really no issue. Ryan Morris looking behind him to Evitz, will set the pick. And Evitz for three, no good. 3:05 remaining here in the first half. Crossing half court, long three for Loden Clark, and Clark will score. Beautiful shot by Clark as he was set up wide open, nobody in front of him. And Ryan Morris now goes into the lane, trying to put one up, but that won't fall initially. Instead, Morris will pick his own rebound and will shoot a three, and he can't get that one to fall either. And the Knights still rebounded as Carter Helgeson with it. Quick pass out from Carinta to Morris, and Morris this time yet again will shoot. And once again, it won't fall. Again, the Knights getting good looks offensively as Rolando Ellis floating that one in, and that one won't fall. But the Thunderbirds keep possession thanks to Loden Clark on the rebound. Ethan Evitz there for the rebound for the Knights as the Thunderbirds can't score on that one either. 2 minutes exactly remain here in the first half as the ball is stolen away by Rolando Ellis. Heading across court, goes up for it, won't score. Loden Clark on the rebound, he will score on that one. So Ellis with the beautiful steal in transition. Can't get that one to fall, but Loden Clark is there to get the rebound and put up the points. Ryan Morris pulls up for a two of his own, can't get that one to fall. Loden Clark with it, cuts to his right, now going inside, trying to get that one in, and he will find Tanner Pazdernick, and Pazdernick will score. 1:10 remaining here in the first half. And this is almost exactly what we saw against Red Lake County Central last night. The offense of the Thunderbirds just really putting on a show as Ryan Morris pulls up for a long three, and he can get that one to fall. Shot that from the 10-foot line for the volleyball markings, and he managed to get that one to fall. As Rolando Ellis pulls up for a mid-range two, and he can get that one to fall himself. 52-22, 30-point lead with 33 seconds remaining in the first half. Loden Clark gets the steal, and with the easy lane, nobody's going to stop him. He will just roll that one in. 22 seconds remaining here. The Knights offensively haven't been able to shine too much. Carter Helgeson goes up for that one, won't make it. Justin Littlewolf there on the rebound. 13 seconds remaining. We'll have a sub come onto the floor. Ian Plant checks into the game. Or Ian Plant, excuse me, checks in for the Knights. Quick pass, trying to get that one to Ryan Morris, but Loden Clark will steal it. And that one won't fall. Morris there on the rebound. Now Ethan Evitz pulls up for three. That one won't fall. Rolando Ellis sends that one up to Loden Clark on the rebound. And the Thunderbirds can't put up a last-second point, as at halftime, the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds leading the Climax Fisher Knights 54-22. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have your halftime reports here on yourliveevent.com.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Back here at Climax Shelley High School, here at halftime, the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds leading the Climax Fisher Knights 54-22. And here on your halftime report, brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, Joe and Dave McCullum Agency. The game for tonight started off like it was going to be a close one. The Knights holding strong, keeping themselves within 2. And we saw 3 or 4 lead changes over the course of the initial 3 to 4 minutes of the game, as neither team really broke out big. It was 1-point leads. Then the Thunderbirds would make a 3-pointer to extend the lead to 2, and in turn they would just continue to roll offensively, and the Thunderbirds having a lot of success, kind of shining off of what they did last night against Red Lake County Central offensively. For the Climax Fisher Knights, it has been a different story after that first few minutes that kept them within the game. Their offense hit a couple droughts down the stretch. They were only able to put up 12 points down that final stretch of the first half, and a complete turnaround from what we saw at the very beginning of the game. And so the Knights really need to find a way to turn that around. We'll take another break. When we come back, we will have some first half stats for you. All this and more coming up on yourliveevent.com. The Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds lead the Climax Fisher Knights at halftime on the Community Co-op scoreboard, 54-22.
In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at Agrimax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground application, crop protection products, and more, Agrimax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact Agrimax in Fisher, Minnesota today at 218-891-2211 or online at agrimaxllc.com.
You may read articles that attempt to predict market conditions and returns, but these are impossible to predict. At Bighorn Financial Services, we work hard to educate our clients during the retirement planning process while providing you with a customized strategy that aims to suit your needs. We work hard to give you the confidence you need as you look to the future. Now is a great time to review your accounts, and we'd love to help you along the way. Call me, Kurt Fillion at Bighorn, to set up an appointment. 218-444-8894. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
When you're on your way to the lake for a day of fishing, no matter what season it is, you need to stop by Bones 113 Bait and Tackle on Highway 113 east of Waubun. Bones carries a great supply of live, fresh bait. He has all of the fishing supplies and tackle you need to be successful on the water. Bones also has grocery items, gas at the pump, off sale, and so much more. Stop by on your way to the lake. Bones 113 Bait and Tackle, Highway 113 east of Waubun. Pregame Super Value of Mahomen is your hometown grocery store, proudly serving Mahomen and the surrounding communities. Featuring weekly specials, a well-stocked meat department, fresh baked items from the bakery, and a great selection of fresh produce. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and you can check them out online at PregameSuperValue.com. Pregame Super Value. They are proud to be your hometown grocery store, proudly serving Mahomen and the surrounding communities. It's
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, here at Climax Shelley High School, here in game number 2 of tonight's doubleheader between the Climax Fisher Knights and the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds. The Thunderbirds leading the boys, or the Thunderbirds boys squad leading at halftime 54-22. Take a look at some first half stats for both teams. Aiden Rogness leading, or with 2 points for the Knights and 1 rebound. Ryan Morris has 14 points so far in that first half and 7 rebounds. Ethan Evitz with 3 points and a rebound. And Carter Helgeson with 3 points for himself in that first half. And then moving on to the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds first half stats. Loden Clark with, 15 points in that first half and 2 rebounds, 2 steals. Dennis Ashley with 7 points in that first half. Tyson MacArthur went on a roll as he put up 13 points in that first half, as he also has 1 steal. Tanner Pazdernick only has 2 points on the night, but he also has 2 steals for his team. Rolando Ellis with 9 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Will Starkey with 4 points on the night, and Justin Littlewolf with 2 points and 2 rebounds. We'll take another break here as your first half stats are brought to you by Christian Motors. Take another break here on YourLiveEvent.com. When we come back, we'll see the start of the second half here as the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds lead the Climax Fisher Knights 54-22 on the Community Co-op scoreboards.
When you're in the market for a new vehicle, check out ChristianCarsOnline.com. ChristianCarsOnline.com. Chevy, GMC, Dodge, Jeep, and Ford. They have cars, trucks, SUVs, crossovers, and so much more. ChristianCarsOnline.com. Vehicles from Christian Brothers Ford, Christian Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, Finley Motors, and Christian Motors of Fertile. A new vehicle is what you're looking for. Visit ChristianCarsOnline.com.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the Agronomy Centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273.
Back here at Climax Shelley High School here on yourliveevent.com, getting set for the start of the second half here as the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds currently leading 54-22. The Climax Fisher Knights looking to get on a roll here to stop the bleeding a little bit here. The Thunderbirds just looking to close out, have played fantastic throughout that first half, and now they want to close things out and come away with the win. They were victorious last time out over Red Lake County Central, winning 93-49. The Climax Fisher Knights, on the other hand, falling to Winnimac last night. So the Knights trying to turn things around as Rolando Ellis passes inside to Tyson MacArthur, and MacArthur bullies his way in for another 2 points here. Now Aiden Rognus with it for the Knights, passes off to Ryan Morris now. Rognus holding on to it as long as he can, trying to pass that one off to Carter Helgeson. Dennis Ashley got a hand on it for the Thunderbirds, but Helgeson keeps control as he passes this one back out to Rognus, who will find Ryan Morris in the middle. Another pass to Rognus. He faked the inside pass to Evitz, but he'll look to Helgeson, and Helgeson trying to get a lane going. And Morris with it now pulls up for three, and he'll get that one to fall. If you're Climax Fisher, that's what you need to get things going here in this second half. Get that quick bucket. And, you know, the three-pointer definitely helps us. But Tyson MacArthur off of the pass from Loden Clark just makes it look easy as he will score. That's thanks to the assist from Clark. Aiden Rognus now with it for the Knights, looking inside to Evitz. Evitz almost loses it. Ball stolen away by Pazdernick. And Pazdernick will score off of the steal. 16-15 left to go here in the second half. Morris cutting to his left, backs away, finds Rognus in the lane, and Rognus can't score. Rebounded by Clark, now heading the other direction. And Loden Clark is just going to float this one in. The Knights defense has not been there so far tonight, and in the second half it's really showing. As Ryan Morris moving inside, goes up, blocked by Tyson MacArthur. And moving it quickly is Dennis Ashley, as he will score. So now in transition is the Knights. Quick pass stolen away by Dennis Ashley now. And Dennis Ashley will score. So the Thunderbirds just rolling on just going off on all cylinders as Ryan Morris pulls up for a three. Won't get that one to fall. Loden Clark with it. Dumps inside to Tyson MacArthur. Pass out to Pazdernick, and Pazdernick for three. He'll get that one to fall. And just like that, we have a timeout on the floor here. We'll take a timeout as well here on the Community Co-op scoreboard. The Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds lead the Climax Fisher Knights 69-25.
Community Co-op Energy Solutions. Our team will help you with pre-buys and contracting. Our services also extend with on-farm service calls, tanks, pumps, bulk oil, DEF and tank monitoring, fuel, propane, and natural gas. Call us at 1-888-935-2281 so we can help you with energy solutions from Community Co-op.
Back here on yourliveevent.com, coming out of the timeout as the Thunderbirds leading the Knights. Timeout by head coach Brenda Slight, trying to get her team together to come together here. Trying to get something going on defense, as we'll also see Paul Demas check back into the game for the Knights. the defense for the Knights has been a bit lackluster here to get things going in the second half. Aiden Rogness having a lane, but passed it off to Morris, and it'll go off of his hands, out of bounds, turnover to the Thunderbirds. Pazdernick now crossing half court, passes down to MacArthur. Loden Clark looking out to Pazdernick for three and drains it. 14-26 remaining here in the second half. Aiden Rogness now with it for the Knights. Has nobody open as that's stolen away by Pazdernick. Fourth steal of the night for Pazdernick. He's been really solid for the Thunderbirds defensively tonight, as Dennis Ashley is going to get the assist off of the pass to Tyson MacArthur. And now we're about to see a platoon swap for the Thunderbirds here as Paul Demas will score. Dennis Ashley now will set up to Tyson MacArthur, who thought about a three but instead goes inside. And we'll get a push call here on the Knights. Give that one to Paul Demas. So now we have a large platoon swap here. We will see Will Starkey along with Justin Littlewolf, Carter Clark, Mike Weaver, and Houston Short. Quick inside pass to Starkey, and Starkey can get that one to fall, but he'll get called on the travel. Ryan Morris with it now in transition. Passes out to Dylan Corinta, who's checked back into the game for the Knights. Ethan Evitz will find Morris, then hands this one out to LaPlante. Corinta now off to Helgeson. As Helgeson met with pressure from Justin Littlewolf. And Helgeson wide open for a three-pointer. He'll nail that one. 74-30, the Thunderbirds leading with 12:51 remaining. Weaver moving across court, finds Short for three, no good. Justin Littlewolf fighting for that rebound, but it'll go off of his hands. Evitz now will inbound it to Morris. The Knights have been trying to piece things together all season, and this was a tall order for them. But the Thunderbirds just going to continue to roll on through this game. Helgeson makes the fake pass going inside. He'll get called for the charge. That is his second personal of the game, second team foul of the half. Refs are waiting for something, but doesn't matter, as we will see Carter Clark with it. He hands this one off to Weaver. Weaver with it on the far side in the corner. Pass down to Clark. Carter Clark going in, met with some pressure. And Dylan Corinta getting a little too handsy as he's going to get called on the hold. That'll be his first personal of the game. Quick pass down to Weaver for three. Corner, no good. Will Starkey there on the rebound. And he's going to take it himself. Can't get that one to fall. Now rebounded by the Knights, heading the other direction. Ryan Morris with it, a long two. He isn't going to come close on that one. That'll be another foul. We'll get that one on Ian Plant, excuse me. His first personal of the game. So we see Ethan Evitz and Aiden Rognes check back into the game as Mike Weaver crosses half court for the Thunderbirds. Met with a double team, passed out to Houston Short. Almost loses that one. Quick dump out to Starkey in the corner for three, no good. And Carter Clark goes up for a layup, and he won't get that one to fall. Ball poked out of bounds by the Knights. Will Starkey, quick pass out to Houston Short for three. No good, can't get that one to fall. And it'll force a jump ball. And it stays in favor of the Knights. Ethan Evitz now crossing half court, trying to get some offense going here for the Knights. Floats that one in, and beautiful floater, as that will go for two. Starkey dumps out to Mike Weaver, who gets called on the moving pick. Will Starkey kind of looked at his coach and was smiling, all smiles about that one. Just a little bit of a misstep on that. 11 minutes exactly remaining here in the second half. And the shot by Dylan Carenta, no good. Mike Weaver with his pass, trying to set up Will Starkey quickly in transition. Can't get that one to fall or get it to him, as it'll go out of bounds. So now Dylan Carenta with it going up, will float that one in, will float it up, but he can't get it to fall. So Mike Weaver with the inbound pass to Carter Clark as he crosses half court. We have seen the last of the starters for the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds tonight. Justin Littlewolf with it for the Thunderbirds, trying to pass that one away. Ethan Evitz along with Ian Plant get the credit for the steal. And the three-pointer by Plant, no good. So scrum for the ball, Justin Littlewolf now. Passes this one back down to Starkey. Long pass out to Short, who fakes the three, looking at to Littlewolf, who pulls up for three. No good. There on the rebound is Evitz. Evitz trying to get that one to go, and it won't. Starkey there on the rebound. And he'll find Houston Short, who will score. So Ethan Evitz now in transition for the Knights, passes down to Ian Plant, excuse me. Casey LaPlante looks out to Evitz, and Evitz will score for three. Carter Clark now pass off to Will Starkey. Mike Weaver backing down, looks inside to Justin Littlewolf, and no good there as that one just goes up and down. Will Starkey there on the rebound. Quick pass away to Carter Clark, who pulls up for three, won't get that one to fall. And Ian Plant will get the rebound on that one for the Knights. Now in transition. Dylan Carenta passes this one down to Plant. Evitz pulls up for a long three, and it'll go. Carter Clark with it now, hands this one off to Short. We'll find Weaver in transition. Weaver going up, he will draw the foul and get the 2 points. So potential three-point play coming up for the Thunderbirds. We'll call that one on Evitz. That's his second personal of the game. .801 remaining. We are now in running clock. So Mike Weaver shooting for his one, gets one free throw for a three-point play. And that'll go in and out of the rim, no good. So now heading the other direction. Quick pass inside to Plant. We will now see Braxton Quall check into the game for the Thunderbirds. Call that foul on Joe Suter. Evans pulls up for three, and he'll get that one to fall. He's been on a roll here in this second half. Late down the stretch late. Will Starkey will find Quall for three, and Quall can't get that one to go. So Ethan Evans now in transition for the Knights. Cuts to his right, passes this one out to Carinta, and he will find Casey LaPlante, and LaPlante will get the bucket for two. Suter goes up for two for the layup, and he won't get that one to fall. Now heading the opposite direction. Pass it out to Carinta, now looking inside to LaPlante, and LaPlante's shot just goes in and out. And Suter is there for the rebound. Will Starkey with the ball now. Finds Justin Littlewolf, who looks away to Carter Clark. Clark trying to force his way inside, passes back out to Suter for three, no good, but on the putback was Will Starkey. Beautiful work there to get that one to go in for two. And on the shot was Evans for a long two. Starkey with it, looks to his right, will pass off to Braxton Quall. Joe Suter with it. He's trying to pass off to Starkey, but Starkey couldn't get open in time, so Carter Clark gets it. Justin Wolf fakes the three, and Casey LaPlante comes flying over him. And that'll be a foul. We'll get that one on LaPlante. We'll see two more subs come into the game. We will see we'll see Mike Weaver check into the game along with Houston Short. As Clark pulls up for three, in and out of the net, no good. As Rogness gets the rebound, now heading the other direction. Ian Plant hands off to Ethan Evans. Evans for a long two, will get that one to fall. 4:22 remaining here in the second half on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Quick inside pass to Weaver, and Weaver will get that one to go in, and he'll go to the line for a potential three-point play off the foul. Call that one on Casey LaPlante, his second personal of the game. And he will not make that one either. The Thunderbirds bench having a lot of fun out here tonight. Evans forcing his way in and fighting all the way to the basket as he'll get the 2 points. Quick pass to Weaver, who passes off to Suter, and Suter will score. Pass it out to Dylan Carinta and draws a lot of contact. We'll get that one on Joe Suter. That's his second personal of the game. .303 left to go here in the second half. We're still in running clock. As Evans went for three, and that one will not fall. And jump ball situation forced here. So it stays in favor of or it'll go in favor of the Thunderbirds, excuse me, as Houston Short crosses half court. Passes down to Carter Clark, looking inside to Mike Weaver, who will pass it out to Joe Suter. Suter can't get the first shot to go. He'll get his own rebound and can't call that one on Suter yet again. That's his third personal of the game as time continues to wind down here. Ethan Evitz looks down to Carter Helgeson, who now goes inside to Paul Demas, and Demas will score. Quick pass out to Carter Clark, who will look out to Houston Short for three, and Houston Short will score. 1:38 remaining here on the Community Co-op scoreboard. The Thunderbirds leading the Knights 87-51. Evitz will miss his two, when he'll miss the second time. Now heading the other direction is Braxton Quall, and Braxton will score. Ryan Morris gets the pick from Helgeson. And we'll look inside to Demas. Helgeson trying to go in for the cut, and Ethan Evitz pulls up for a three. Won't get that one to fall. Jump ball, it'll stay in favor of the Knights as time continues to wind down. Quick pass all the way out to Carter Helgeson. Paul Demas now with it. Looks to Helgeson, and Helgeson for three won't score. The Knights still keeping control as Helgeson gets this one back. Goes inside to Demas, and Demas off of the backboard will score. 18 seconds remaining here as the Thunderbirds looking to sit on this one. Carter Clark gets this one poked away, pulls up, and he will score. The last second bucket here to be made for the Thunderbirds, stolen away by Houston Short. And that will do it here as your final score here at Climax Shelley High School. The Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds come away victorious 91-53 here on yourliveevent.com. We'll take a quick break.
Bank with the area's lending leader, Community Development Bank in Ogama. Open at 8:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. They offer more to serve you, their valued customers. See Robin for all of your financial needs. Boat loans, car loans, four-wheelers, business, home improvement, and vacation home loans. They do it all. Call 218-983-3241 or log on to comdevbank.com. Community Development Bank in Ogama. Member FDIC.
Proper dental health is a lifelong effort. Brushing and flossing regularly, as well as routine visits to the dentist, will help ensure that you have a mouth full of happy and healthy teeth. This friendly reminder is courtesy of Polk County and Norman-Monoman Public Health Child and Teen Checkups Program, reminding you to have your children and teens examined by their medical and dental provider on a regular basis. For more information about child and teen checkups, contact your local public health agency or find us on social media.
RDK Enterprises can help with spring preparation this winter. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and updates. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsborough and Drayton, North Dakota. Visit them online at planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119.
Back here on yourliveevent.com, your final score here at Climax Shelley High School. The Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds come away victorious over the Climax Fisher Knights 91-53. Now along with me is the head coach of the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds, John Clark. And coach, to get things going, congrats on the win. And, you know, started off slow at the beginning of that first half, but things really started to pick up. What was working for you out there on the floor?
I thought we moved the ball extremely well and did a good job of attacking their zone. We didn't settle for outside shots. We attacked the middle, and we got some high lows in there, and then played inside out. And I was really happy with how we moved the ball and played. Didn't press tonight, and I thought we did a good job of scoring and executing in a half-court set, and that's something we need to get better at. Was a little disappointed in our defense to start the game, but I thought that improved as it went on, and really thought we played well coming out of halftime. That first 4 minutes was really impressive by our guys.
Yeah, definitely. You meant, coming out of halftime, you go up big, you continue offensively, you have what seems to be an explosion. What were you telling your guys at halftime that really brought them out off on the right foot?
Well, just to keep moving the ball and having good player movement and playing off each other, and I thought we did that. And we got some turnovers on the defensive end that led to layups, and that's always gives you confidence and gets you going. So that was good too. But it was just I thought we shot the ball well for most of the night, and I thought we shared the ball well. Just good execution.
Yeah, and you look at your team defensively. You just did a fantastic job in both halves, slowing them down. What was key for all your success on defense?
That's just hard work and positioning. And, we got sloppy at times and wasn't too happy the last half of the second half there because I thought we got real sloppy. But, we had some subs in there, and they're trying to learn. But, they've been practicing an awful lot. So we have high expectations, and we'll continue to work on that defensive end.
Coach, before I let you go, any more final thoughts on tonight's victory, where the team grows from here?
Well, it's just we need to keep working on the little things, not giving up offensive rebounds and playing better defense on the ball and not getting blown by off the dribble so bad. So a lot of little things for us, but we'll just keep plugging away.
Coach, thank you for your time, and congrats on the win tonight.
All righty, thank you.
Head coach John Clark for the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds. We'll take another break. When we come back, we will hopefully snag head coach Brenda Slight here as her team comes up short and hear what she has to say on tonight's loss here on YourLiveEvent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Back here on your live event. Now along with me is the head coach of the Climax Fisher Knights, head coach Brenda Slight. And coach, obviously not the way you want things to go tonight, but what were some of the positives? What were some of the bright spots you saw out there from your team tonight?
I felt when the boys were moving the ball around, they were, giving the ball inside and kicking it back out and, just throwing that defense off out there. I felt like the boys were playing well. They were playing hard and they were playing focused. Sometimes we kind of lost what we were trying to accomplish out there. Some of us were trying a little too hard, and then it just kind of got away from us. But when we were able to refocus and run some plays, I felt like the boys were playing hard and they were accomplishing what we wanted to improve on.
Yeah, and you start off the beginning of the first half really close, trading some points here and there, and things kind of slip away. What were you telling the boys at defense or at halftime to really try and get them to claw their way back here in the second half?
It comes down to effort. I don't care what the score is. You need to go out there and you need to give it 110%, whether we're down by 30, down by 40. You can't act like you're defeated. You got to continue to try to improve on the things that we talk about in practice and in timeouts and in games. And those are the things that you know, for example, we got to make sure we're on that help side, or when you pass the ball, be ready to cut or backdoor cut. And I felt like in that second half, we were starting to kind of see that a little bit more than, you know, we're used to. So I'm hoping that that's kind of what the boys are thinking now, like, hey, this is an opening. Oh, look what happens when we do this. And, you know, just trying to get that mindset of, I want to get better and I want to have fun, but I want to involve everybody on my team.
Yep. And tomorrow you have a day off, so you can go to practice. What's going to be some of the key things you're going to focus on at tomorrow's practice?
You know, trying to get that second chance opportunity. If you watch our boys on offense, the shot goes up and there's only one person rebounding. You know, putting some pride and, you know, like, hey, I'm going to get this rebound, and and if my guy misses, I'm going to put that ball back in. And, you know, it really does come down to working hard, working the ball around, and overall our defense has to get better. You know, we got to move correctly, our heads got to be on a swivel, and we need to work together and communicate.
Coach, before I let you go, any more final thoughts on tonight and where this team can grow from here?
They just need to find a way to come together and trust each other, and I think, like we said, moments tonight we saw that, so I hope that they come to practice, they get focused, and they continue to build as a team.
Coach, thank you for your time and good luck for the rest of the week.
Thank you.
Head coach Brenda Slight for the Climax Fisher Knights here. We'll take another break. When we come back, we will go to our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection here on yourliveevent.com.
Gordon Construction of Mahomen is a Native American-owned business proudly operating on the White Earth Indian Reservation since 1983. As a bonded general contractor, Gordon Construction provides years of experience in large, detailed, and within-budget projects. Gordon Construction is committed to the safety of its employees and the environment of its work sites. To learn more about Gordon Construction of Mahomen, visit gcmahomen.com or call 218-935-2191.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halstead Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halstead Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halstead Living Center, or find more information at halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart, east of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877.
Whether it's plumbing or heating, call the professionals with Hoban's Plumbing and Heating, 218-983-3611. Hoban's Plumbing and Heating works with Rheem water heaters, Tempstar furnaces, and they also work with geothermal, northern heat pumps, and they have North Star water softeners that you can buy or rent. Whether it's plumbing or heating, contact the professionals with Hoban's Plumbing and Heating to get the job done. Hoban's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the Lakes area and beyond for over 30 years. Call 218-983-3611.
This is Jim Berkmeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword.
Back here at Climax Shelley High School as your final here for the boys varsity of tonight's doubleheader between the Climax Fisher Knights and the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds. The Thunderbirds boys squad comes away victorious 91-53 over the Climax Fisher Knights. Moving on, we'll go to our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone, it's how to connect. You could visit their website to learn more at halsteadtel.com. And our post-game connection is going to have to go to Tanner Pasternak and Tyson MacArthur. They just had that connection all night. Pasternak had 4 steals, all of which ended up with MacArthur getting those points throughout. And both just had a connection with each other throughout, and they are our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Going ahead, we'll move on to our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Here, the thinking of upgrading your planter, visit RDK at their locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota, or visit their website at planterdoc.com. And our Precision Player of the Game is going to go to Loden Clark. Ends the night with 17 points, 3 rebounds, an assist, and 2 steals. He was as precise as you could get for Mahomen Waubun. He was really on top of it tonight, and that's why he's our Precision Player of the Game. We'll go ahead and take one more break, and then when we come back, we'll go to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game as we continue our post-game report brought to you by Irie Insurance here on YourLiveEvent.com.
From too wet to too dry, we know Mother Nature has the final say on the crop. Count on Irie Insurance to help manage that risk. Irie Insurance has a proven track record with over 30 years of experience as a crop insurance leader. Protect your legacy with the right tools to do the job. Learn more at IrieInsurance.com or by calling your local agent in Devils Lake, Hillsboro, Hope, Macville, Towner, and West Fargo.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou does it all. They provide full shop services for your tractors, combines, trucks, pickups, and cars. Their tire department carries a full line of name brand tires, and they've got state-of-the-art alignment equipment. And don't forget about the parts department. They have parts for just about anything, right down to your lawnmower. Call today, 218-935-2774. Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou. Realty can be confusing. That's why it's important to choose a professional when you're buying or selling. Anthony Lavoie with Lavoie Realty Incorporated offers full commercial real estate services, agricultural land sales, hunting land sales, all categories of commercial real estate sales, commercial space leasing, real estate consulting, and real estate investing. Contact Anthony today, 218-261-1137. Anthony Lavoie with Lavoie Realty Incorporated.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com as we are wrapping things up here at Climax Shelley. Your final score here, the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds come away victorious over the Climax Fisher Knights 91-53. We'll go ahead and move on to our Enbridge Player of the Game. Line 3 is now finished, and you can learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game is going to go to Tyson MacArthur. He brought a lot of energy for his team as he ends the night with 19 points, 1 block, and a steal. Some unofficial stats for you. As you definitely, the Thunderbirds were looking for him to be the big person to bring the energy, and he definitely did just that on offense. Go ahead and take one more break. When we come back, we will have some final stats for you, and we will wrap things up here as we end the night for tonight for the doubleheader here between Mahomen Waubun and Climax Fisher here on YourLiveEvent.com.
It's to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Linforce, your insurance source. Visit Linforce Agency with locations in Boston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahomen, and Ada.
At the Mahomen School District, their mission is to provide the opportunity for high achievement for all learners, promoting academics, citizenship, and individual self-esteem, with an emphasis on 21st century skills. For more information on the Mahomen School District and what's going on at the school, log on to www.mahomen.k12.mn.us. Good luck to the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds from the Mahomen School District.
Back here at Climax Shelley High School, we'll go ahead and wrap things up with some stats for tonight. Starting with the Climax Fisher Knights here. Aiden Rognus will end the night with 2 points and 2 rebounds. Ryan Morris ends the night with 17 points and 7 rebounds. Paul Demas will end the night with 6 points. Ethan Evitz ends the night with 20 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal. Carter Helgeson will end the night with 6 points himself. Casey LaPlante ends the night with 2 points. Moving on to the Mahomen Waubun Thunderbirds. Loden Clark will end the night with 17 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals. Dennis Ashley ends the night with 11 points, 1 assist, and a steal. Tyson MacArthur, as mentioned, ends the night with 19 points, 1 steal, and a block. Tanner Pazdernick will end the night with 10 points and 4 steals. Rolando Ellis ends the night with 9 points, 1 rebound, an assist, and a steal. Will Starkey will end the night with 8 points and 4 rebounds. Justin Littlewolf will end the night with 2 points and 2 rebounds. Carter Clark ends the night with 4 points, 1 rebound. Houston Short will end the night with 5 points for himself. Mike Weaver also ends the night with 4 points. Braxton Quall will close out the night with only 2, and Joe Suter will end the night with only 2 points and 2 rebounds. That is going to do it for us here at Climax Shelley High School here for tonight's doubleheaders. The girls' game will end with Mahomen Waubun coming away victorious 76-49 over the Climax Fisher Knights, and the boys' varsity squad will end with Mahomen Waubun coming away victorious 91-53. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors for their support of tonight's broadcast, because without their helps, broadcasts like these are not possible. We'd also like to thank you, the viewer, for tuning in. You can learn more. You can follow us on YouTube, which you are currently watching. Subscribe, or you can follow us on Twitter at yourliveevent.com or yourliveevent1, or visit our website for the broadcast schedule at yourliveevent.com. For all your recaps, you can visit rnjbroadcasting.com. I am Jerry Peralta here, and I would like to thank you all for tuning in. Have a fantastic rest of your week.